How are y'all doing? It's Aaron Alanis, and in today's video, I'm going to be helping you all out when it comes down to staying more consistent in the gym long term, because if we're being honest, everybody's had a good day, everybody's had a good week, everybody's had a good month, or even 2 months if you're very lucky, but it's very hard for people to even commit to a 90-day transformation or even longer than that, because if you see someone who's been in shape for a year, 2 years, or 3 years, I promise you that it wasn't an accident, okay? So before we dive in, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to this channel for new videos every single week, because we are pumping out on YouTube the same way that we're pumping out in the gym. And again, thank you all for all the support so far. We've received a tremendous amount of great feedback, and I really just, I don't think it's getting overlooked, right? Just thank you all very much for that. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into today's video, because I want to get right into the meat and potatoes, just like you probably got to do if you've been eating too much pizza, if you're anything like me sometimes, right? So again, the first thing I want to kind of go ahead and talk about is that you want to start small and build from there when it comes down to being consistent in the gym. Meaning that if you're someone that's been inconsistent so far, don't be the person that goes from like not working out at all to doing 2 days, or you're trying to work out every single day unless you have professional supervision and a community to hold you accountable long term, right? So let me go ahead and tell you all a story about that too, because when I was a little bit younger, I used to do a lot of martial arts, right? So I used to do karate, judo, jiu-jitsu, and all those kind of things. And it was a huge dream of mine for a long time to be in the UFC kind of thing, right? So since that was one of my dreams, I remember I had put it to the side for a little bit to play football. And when I was playing football, I was decent, but I really wasn't the best, right? And then wrestling became an option to start being in my school, since I'm from a small town. So as the city was growing, sports options were growing, and then as soon as wrestling became an option for me, I was like, man, this is my chance to show people exactly how great I am, kind of thing. And when I was doing it, I had expected all of my skill sets to transfer over to wrestling, but guess what? They didn't. And initially I was very distraught, because I was like, man, I really want to, I wish I could have done that. But working out, guys, is a very perishable skills. If any of you all have done sales before, it's very similar to sales, meaning that it's not something that you can necessarily just stop doing and not keep on polishing up if you want to even just maintain your skill set. When it comes down to fitness, it's going to be consistent work over time that'll help you maintain that body more so than just not working out whatsoever. You also have to understand that you can never pick up where you left off. You can only start where you are and build from that moment, meaning that if you're someone that you had prior experience in the gym before, let's say for example you were doing 225 pounds for 10 reps in the past, and then you get back in the gym and then you can't even do it for one, don't get down on yourself, don't beat yourself up. Start off a lot lighter, and then over time you will be able to gain that muscle back depending on the approach that you're taking. Because the best part about that is that there's this term called muscle memory, in short, right? I'm not going to post any pictures, but just look it up regarding gaining muscle back after you stop working out. It's pretty much something that, in short, happens when people, because the reason why you shrink down is because there's a term called muscular atrophy. And muscular atrophy happens when you're giving your muscles, to put it very simply, a reason to stay on your body long term, right? Because your body just wants survival and it wants to adapt to nature around it. So when you're working out, you're telling your body, hey, you got to exert yourself in order to survive, right? So because you're telling your body that, it grows muscles, and then it allows you to survive, quote unquote, a lot easier. But when you stop doing those movements, your body no longer has that stimulus externally to say, hey, let me go ahead and keep the muscle mass on my body, even if it's, there's no reason for it to keep it. So that because of that, it starts using it, cannibalizing it as fuel for itself, and then, you have energy, kind of thing, right? So just understand that, don't beat yourself up for it. Start small, build from there. Go from, if you're doing it by yourself, instead of not working out at all every single day, start with a little morning walk. Once you get that morning walk dialed in, start adding little by little until you get to the point where you really want to go, because it's about stacking up small wins and going from there, not trying to be perfect from the jump, right? Number 2, understand that the macro, the big picture vision that you have, the 100-pound weight loss goal, the 40-pound weight loss goal, the 60-pound weight loss goal, whatever that number is for you, that's going to be won in the micro things that you do each and every single day. Meaning that a year isn't just a year. A year is comprised out of 4 quarters. 4 quarters is comprised out of 4 3-month intervals. And 3 months, you're comprised out of 3 months, obviously. Then you have your weeks, days, hours, minutes, seconds, kind of thing, right? So understand that when it comes down to workouts, your workouts aren't just a singular workout. A workout is comprised out of all the exercises that you're doing. And then from there, you have your sets, and then you have your reps, and then you have your rest intervals, and your time under tension. It's so many different variables. Now, am I telling you to lose your mind in the obsession of these things? No. Be a human being. Don't be crazy. But what I'm telling you is that if you focus on the small things and you focus on doing all the small things at a masterful level to the best of your possible ability each and every single day while saying no to the things that you know are going to hold you back, you will see tremendous success like never before, I promise you. Because there's a lot of people out there with dreams, ambitions, and goals and visions for their future, but they don't really match their actions with that desired outcome that they have. So because of that, they stay stuck and they never really achieve the outcome that they desire, right? And if that's been you in the case regarding you wanting to lose 100 pounds, 60 pounds, 40 pounds, 20 pounds, you want to get a six pack, whatever that number is for you, if you've been at that point and it's like, man, why am I not seeing results? More than likely you're overlooking the small things, right? And last but not least, tip number 3 is to schedule it out and treat your workout sessions like workout appointments. Now, let me tell you all another story about that, because when I was growing up, thankfully, my parents took really good care of me. And what I mean by that is because my mother used to be a migrant worker, so because of that, she started getting medical treatment much later in life versus me. So because of that, she made sure that me and my younger brother always had all the doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, whatever the case may be, even if it was a bit excessive at times. But man, I never got sick. Thankfully, I'm cool, right? And because of that, I was always taught growing up that appointments were something to be taken more seriously than just a session or a meeting. So whenever I had a doctor's appointment, we were there 15 minutes early. We had all the paperwork needed. We were prepared and we were ready to go. So once I started understanding one time, like, man, I wish I could show up to the gym more consistently. I was like, well, how are you treating your workouts? Are you treating your workouts like meetings or sessions, or are you treating it like a doctor's appointment? And I was like, man, that's actually a good question. And this is me when I get a little heady sometimes. So it's like a little conversation I was having with myself. And what ended up happening was, as soon as that happened, I was like, oh, well, let me just kind of see this out. Like, let me see if I can schedule a pump appointment or a workout appointment kind of thing every single day at X time. And then I have to be there at that time. So as soon as I started doing that and I started having my appointments every single day that I would schedule myself, that's when the results started compounding like never before, because my goals ended up becoming making my appointments on time versus me going to me achieving some kind of result. Meaning I started focusing on the outputs that I was doing, meaning the actions and my habits and the things that I could control versus things that I can't control. Meaning I can't control whether I lose 100 pounds in a year, but you can reverse engineer the actions needed to get to that point, and you can figure out exactly where you want to go and what you got to do each on a daily basis in order to get to that point eventually, right? So just understand that, if you treat your workout sessions like appointments and you're there 15 minutes early, you have your workouts on your phone or you write them down on a piece of paper, whatever you got to do in order to be the most prepared possible, you will then start treating your workout appointments more seriously, and you will just be able to just crush it to levels like never before. Now, another thing that I want to go ahead and mention here as a bonus point is that I'm sure you all have heard this before. Discipline will always trump motivation, because discipline is a character trait that you have within yourself, and motivation is a feeling that is temporary, right? Motivation is very fleeting, and discipline is something that will stay with you forever if you choose to nurture it and water it, right? Now, the reason why this is very important is because I was someone that used to be so gung-ho on these motivational videos with working out and this and that and that. And while it's important to kind of monitor the way that your state is, it doesn't really matter when it comes down to getting results, because the world only rewards results and people with results, not necessarily how good you felt on the way to get there. So once you understand that, you will be able to push yourself past moments of frustration, past moments of resistance, and you'll be able to understand that if you don't feel like working out, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't work out. If you don't feel like having your meal plan, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't follow your meal plan. If you don't feel like tracking your macros, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't track your macros. You still got to do what you got to do if you want to get what you want to get. So stop complaining, stop wishing life was easier, wish you were stronger, and become stronger by utilizing discipline. The way you can build discipline is, again, start small and build from there. Be real disciplined with the way you wake up. And then once you got that dialed in, clean your place. And once you clean your place, clean your truck. And once you clean your truck, you'll be able to take care of the other areas in your life that are lacking discipline, and you will never want to be undisciplined again. I promise you, it's the best feeling in the world when you do everything you say you're going to do, right? And that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Just understand when it comes down to being consistent, it's something that you're going to have to be very, very patient with, because that's the whole name of the game. Enjoy the journey. More than likely, it's going to take you longer than you think it is. And that's not a bad thing. Life is life. And if you can just understand that it's going to be worth it in so many multiples, it's just crazy, because I'm thinking about this right now. I started working out when I was like 11 or 12, guys. And now I'm at a point to where I'm doing this professionally, and life has just been rewarding me for the time that I've invested in. And really the biggest secret is enjoying the journey along the way. Enjoy each workout that you take. Show up, do whatever you got to do, and you'll be so happy that you were able to give it your best while you could. Because understand that a lot of people can't work out, guys. You know, a lot of people have bigger fish to fry. That's a double entendre, if you know what I mean. Than taking care of their health, you know what I mean? So just understand that you got to do what you got to do. And if you have a privilege to just chase a physical goal versus a survival goal, or you can't buy healthier foods because of whatever the case may be, you know, if you can versus people that can't, you're in a blessed position. So always understand that. So again, thank you all for watching this video. Hopefully you all found some incredible value. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to this channel for new videos every single week. And again, if you want to find out more information to see if you qualify to work one-on-one with myself personally, and you need actual coaching more so than just information, go ahead and book a free 15-minute game plan call with me personally using the first link in the video description or the first link in the pinned comment. You'll see it right there. I love you all very much. It's a 15-minute phone call. We'll discuss whether or not you qualify to work with us, because we are very selective with who we choose to work with. Make sure that you buy some merchandise below, link in bio. The coffee mugs are fire. I love them very much. And it's the best way to kind of start your day. You know what I mean? I know I'm biased, but it is what it is. And again, thank you all for watching. Follow me on the gram. Follow me on TikTok for daily content. And again, if no one's told you in a minute, I will tell you right now, it's time to get it together, man. See ya.